Welcome to a journey into the shadows, where the line between the living and the dead blurs. As we embark on this chilling exploration, we're not merely sightseers. We are historians, detectives, and dare we say, ghost hunters, immersing ourselves in the haunted heart of the United States. Our journey takes us across the vast expanses of a nation steeped in history, mystery, and bone-chilling tales. From the weathered cobblestone streets of the East Coast to the sun-drenched boulevards of the West, every corner of this land whispers tales of the unknown, stories that are woven into the very fabric of the American landscape, tales that echo through time, resonating with the haunting melodies of the past. These are not your typical ghost stories shared around a campfire late at night. No, these narratives are etched into the walls of old mansions, whispered among the trees of ancient forests, and reflected in the glassy waters of forgotten lakes. They are tales of souls who, for one reason or another, refuse to rest, their presence still keenly felt, their stories begging to be told. And so, we delve into this spectral world, a realm where the past is not merely something to be read about in dusty old books or seen in faded photographs. Here, history breathes, it walks, it whispers in our ears. We tread lightly, listening to the echoes of yesteryears, feeling the chill of otherworldly gazes upon us. Our voyage will take us to places where the veil between our world and the next is thin. Places where laughter and tears, love and fear, life and death have left indelible marks. Each location a new chapter in our anthology of the paranormal, a new piece of the puzzle in our quest to understand the inexplicable. So brace yourselves. As the veil lifts, we stand on the threshold of the uncanny, the eerie, the outright terrifying. Prepare to step into the first haunted location where history is as chilling as the cold air that fills the rooms. Our first stop takes us back to 1692 Salem, Massachusetts, to a dwelling shrouded in fear and superstition. Welcome to the House of the Seven Gables, a mansion as aged as the stories that haunt its walls. This house has stood tall and silent, a silent witness to the infamous Salem witch trials. This was a time when paranoia and fear of the supernatural ran rampant, and accusations of witchcraft could spell doom for anyone, regardless of their innocence. The trials were brutal, merciless, and left a death toll of 20. The echoes of their cries, the terror and the injustice, it's as if they've seeped into the very fabric of the house. Some say the spirits of those wrongfully accused still linger within these walls, seeking justice, seeking peace. Ghost sightings and strange occurrences are as common here as the creaking of the old wood underfoot. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions of women in colonial attire, heard the soft whispers of unseen entities, and felt the chill of an unnatural presence. The most infamous of these specters is said to be the ghost of a woman named Sarah, one of the unfortunate souls accused and executed during the trials. Sarah's spirit is often seen in the attic, a place she may have used as a hiding spot in her final days. Her apparition is described as a sad figure, often seen weeping quietly. Some have even reported hearing her soft sobs, a chilling reminder of the fear and sorrow that once permeated this place. But Sarah isn't the only lingering spirit. There are reports of other apparitions, unknown entities that roam the halls, their stories lost to time. Unexplained cold spots, objects moving on their own, and a general sense of unease are common experiences for those brave enough to step inside. The House of the Seven Gables is more than just a historical site. It's a haunting reminder of a dark period in our past, a monument to the victims of fear and superstition. As we leave the eerie whispers of Salem behind, we journey forward in time to a battlefield stained with the blood of thousands. The year is 1863. We're in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, site of the bloodiest battle of the Civil War. A hush falls over the rolling hills of Gettysburg. It's a quiet place now, but one can still sense the echoes of a past soaked in blood and riddled with despair. Here, where over 50,000 lives were lost in a mere 3 days, an eerie aura prevails. The Battle of Gettysburg, fought from July 1st to the 3rd, marked a turning point in the Civil War. It was here that the Union forces achieved a victory that would change the tide of the war. The battlefields, now a national park, bear silent testimony to the ferocity of the conflict. But as the sun sets and the shadows lengthen, visitors report an uncanny shift in the atmosphere. They speak of a spectral army, phantom regiments marching across the battlefield. These spectral soldiers, forever locked in a battle that has long since ended, are seen marching in formation, their ghostly uniforms glistening in the moonlight. Visitors also tell tales of the ghostly cries of fallen soldiers that permeate the night air, a chilling sound. It's as if the very earth is lamenting the loss of those who fell on this hallowed ground. Some even claim to have seen apparitions of soldiers, their faces etched with the pain of their final moments. There's a story that circulates about a ghost known as the Screaming Jenny. It's said that she can be seen running across the tracks near the railway station, her spectral form engulfed in flames. According to legend, she was a homeless woman who accidentally set herself on fire and died while running for help. Now her desperate spirit is said to repeat her final moments in a never-ending loop. These are but a few of the countless tales of ghostly apparitions and phantom soldiers that have been reported in Gettysburg. These stories serve as a chilling reminder of the bloodshed that once stained these fields. From the echoes of war, we move to a place where the spirits of inmates are said to forever roam. Our next stop is Alcatraz, a former maximum security prison situated on a cold, rocky island in San Francisco Bay. This isolated fortress, known as the Rock, was once home to some of the most notorious criminals of the 20th century, including Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly. Alcatraz's formidable history is as chilling as the icy winds that whip around its desolate cliffs. Established in the early 1900s as a military prison, it became a federal penitentiary in 1934, housing inmates deemed too dangerous for mainland facilities. Its inescapable walls and the treacherous waters surrounding it made Alcatraz America's most secure prison. However, it is not just its infamous inmates that lend Alcatraz its eerie reputation. Ghostly tales abound, with many visitors and former guards reporting inexplicable phenomena. Whispers echo through empty corridors, doors slam shut of their own accord, and cold spots punctuate the air, hinting at a spectral presence. One of the most chilling accounts involves Cell 14D, part of the prison's dreaded solitary confinement block. Here, inmates would be left in pitch darkness, the silence broken only by their own desperate thoughts. Visitors today report an overwhelming feeling of dread upon entering, with some even claiming to see glowing eyes in the darkness. Then there are the haunting sounds, disembodied cries and screams piercing the still night. Former guards recount hearing harmonica music emanating from Capone's cell, a chilling remnant of his time on the island. The Rock's somber history and the chilling tales associated with it have attracted paranormal investigators from around the globe, each hoping to catch a glimpse of the spectral inhabitants said to haunt its abandoned halls. Yet, despite its grim past and eerie ambience, Alcatraz remains an iconic symbol of San Francisco's history, drawing countless visitors each year. Each echoing footstep within its crumbling walls is a stark reminder of the human stories that unfolded within its confines, stories that continue to resonate long after the last prisoner was escorted off the island. As we leave the chilling confines of Alcatraz, we journey to our final stop, a place of glamour tainted by tragedy. Our final destination is the heart of Hollywood, the Roosevelt Hotel, where stars of the silver screen are said to have never checked out. The Roosevelt Hotel, a Spanish colonial revival landmark, opened its doors in 1927, and since then it has been a hotspot for Hollywood's elite. Named after President Theodore Roosevelt, this hotel has seen its fair share of glamour and glitz, hosting the first Academy Awards in its Blossom Room in 1929. But the glimmering lights of Tinseltown cast long shadows, and within those shadows, stories of the supernatural stir. Among the illustrious guests, Marilyn Monroe, the blonde bombshell herself, was a frequent visitor. Monroe's ghost is said to haunt Suite 1200, where she often stayed. It's been reported that she appears in a full-length mirror, her iconic smile as enchanting as ever. Is she still basking in the Hollywood limelight, or is she trapped in an eternal encore? Another permanent guest is said to be Montgomery Clift, the star of From Here to Eternity. Clift stayed in room 928 while filming the movie in 1953. Guests have reported hearing a trumpet, supposedly Clift practicing for his role, while others claim to have felt an eerie presence, a phantom touch, as if Clift himself were still rehearsing his lines. These spectral stars are not the only ones to have extended their stay. Countless guests have reported strange occurrences, whispers in the night, fleeting figures in the corner of their eyes, and an inexplicable chill that creeps up the spine. The hotel's infamous pool, said to be haunted by a little girl in a blue dress, adds another layer to this tapestry of terror. As we delve into the depths of these stories, we're left to wonder, is the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel a glamorous retreat for the living or a timeless haunt for the ghosts of Hollywood past? As the curtain falls on our journey, remember, every shadow has a story, every whisper a tale waiting to be told.